Welcome to Kiss the Reviews. I'm Armando. That's Corey. And today we're doing 1990s Ghost. This movie was requested on Patreon by one of our loyal Patreon and YouTube subscribers, Steph. And if you want to be one of the loyal Patreon subscribers yourself, you could just head on over to Patreon. If you don't have the app, download the app. You could join us for free. You could see the review without any of the ads that YouTube shows, and you also have clips to the movie, so that's cool too. But we also have paid subscriptions as well, and you get a whole bunch of other cool stuff and whatever, watch parties and pre-show stuff. And
I think the most important part is you will pledge loyalty to me. And that is what we're ultimately looking for here.
That's Corey's main goal.
Yes. Pledge loyalty.
I like, hey, content and things. Corey just wants the illusion of power.
I want everyone to kneel before Zod.
On that note, let's get into the cast of 1990's Ghost. This film stars Patrick Swayze as Sam Wheat, Demi Moore as Molly Jensen, Whoopi Goldberg as Oda Mae Brown, and Tony Goldwyn as Carl Bruner. But let's get into this wonderful, epic 90s film.
It's a spooky ghost.
It's a spooky ghost. We're going to talk about all the spooky ghosts.
There was a ghost!
So this movie opens with creepy, tension-filled music as we get like this walkthrough of Jeffrey Epstein's apartment. And we then see Sam and Molly and Carl doing some, what I would like to call light renovation to like Sam and Molly's like apartment. And Sam finds the lucky penny and gives it to Molly like, hey, it's an Indian penny.
Yeah, that's insane, by the way. There's not just fucking random $1,000 fucking pennies laying around apartments because you knocked a wall down. Don't be insane. I live in a 100-year-old house. You know what there is inside my walls? Falling plaster and fucking rats. That's what lives inside my shit.
Okay, in Ohio, I bought I want to say it was probably a 30-year-old house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And in one of my walls that I took down, there was a 45. If anybody knows what a 45 is, it was in the wall, and it was Captain and Tennille, Muskrat Love. So there are some fines, okay, when you're renovating a house.
I guess it depends on how you define fines.
There was like 2 tennis balls and a copy of Muskrat Love. So I disagree with everything you just said.
Fair enough. I can't argue it. Fair enough.
But we also get some Swayze business scenes here. And like, I don't know that they really ever... Do they say what he does for a living? He just looks at numbers and bank accounts? Is he an accountant?
He's in finance of some kind.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know he moves money around. That's what I know.
Yes.
And can I just offer this?
Corey's life lessons.
Hi, business people. Uncle Corey here. When you are conducting business, what you need to ensure you do, if you are given a card and it's your secure number that nobody else has, you don't give it to anyone. Think of that like your social security number. Do you think Armando has any idea what the fuck my social security number is? No. And if he guessed it, I'd tell him he was wrong. Because he doesn't need to have that shit. That's insane that you're just like, hey, best friend, take my card and just move around $900,000. I'm telling you right now, if my mother asked me to do that, I would be stealing $900,000 from her.
Absolutely. But we also here get the reveal of Sam and Molly's renovated apartment, and then the scene this movie is known for.
Flip this house.
The dirty pottery scene.
Mhm.
It's the cover to the goddamn movie. If you own the DVD, it's on there. This is literally, I think if you've never seen the movie Ghost, you know about this scene. Like, that's how popular this scene is.
Yes. My favorite mocking of this, by the way, is in Community, the TV show,
Mm-hmm.
when they take a pottery class and the number one rule in there is no ghosting.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, if you acted out in any way, shape, or form, you are automatically thrown out and you flunk the class. I love it so much. Now, this is one of the most homaged, mocked, satired scenes in movie history. Like, it is everywhere. And as a kid, this is what's funny. As a kid, I was like, yo, that's two really good looking people fucking, and it looks good. And then I watched it this time and I'm like, yo, there's nothing happening.
Okay, thank you for saying that, because like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh yeah. Again, it's probably been 20, almost 30 years since I've seen this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it again, and then there's the final part of the scene where like he lays her on the couch, like he like lays on top of her on the couch, and I'm like, this motherfucker still got his jeans on. Okay. Patrick Swayze's got the wettest of wet spots in the front of his jeans right now.
Patrick Swayze always fucks in jeans. Have you noticed that? He did the same shit in Roadhouse. When we told him, like, wear underwear with denim. Now it's like, dude, if you're gonna fuck, take off the denim. That can't feel good against the dust, dude. That's gonna hurt.
He always unbuttons it. Like, the jeans are always unbuttoned and like a little unzipped, but like he ain't like banging.
No, and this was like early 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, he likes over the clothes stuff,
and he's gonna start a fucking bushfire. Like, that denim rubbing against that hair is gonna start some shit.
Yep,
it's gonna smell like a fucking burnt toaster strudel in that motherfucker. You gotta take them off.
Gross.
You got to.
Gross.
Yeah.
But it then cuts back to Sam at work. He finds some discrepancies in bank accounts and tells his buddy Carl. Carl offers to help investigate, but Sam's like, no, I got it.
A little too eagerly.
Yeah, a little too eagerly. And soon after, Sam and Molly get attacked while leaving the theater by Willie Lopez. And Sam is shot. And you see the scene of, or the shot of Sam chasing Willie down the road. Willie gets away and he turns back and he sees Molly crying over his dead body. And that's when, ring-a-ding-ding, heaven calls to him and the white light comes in and he refuses to go because he's got a mission here on Earth.
I'm like, no, God, I got unfinished business.
Hell yeah.
Homie.
Corey's Life Lessons.
Hi, fellas. Uncle Corey here. I know this is the part where you think I'd be like, yo, don't fight with the mugger. I don't care. That's your life. Do what you want. However, you want to have a fun little experiment? Because I know we're all trimming our shit with Manscaped. Kiss the reviews. Brought to you by Manscaped. Here's a fun experiment. From the root down, shave it all bald. From the upper root above that, don't trim it at all. And that's called a Willie Lopez. Just, if you want to have fun.
Oh, and by the way, I'll add an addendum to that. Don't fight the fucking mugger. Just give him your shit, man. Just give him your shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I kept waiting for him to do the and take his fucking throat out.
I'm surprised he didn't.
I was like, dude, you fucking pulled a gun on Patrick Swayze? That's insane. The only person that's dumber to do that to is Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
You pull a fucking gun on Chuck Norris, he's going to floss with the bullets. He don't care.
Yep. But he did. He pulled the gun.
Then he got shot like a bitch. Who dies from a gunshot, pussy? Fucking 50 Cent would have whooped Willie Lopez's ass.
Come on, Space, stand on business.
That's
what
it,
are we
dude.
doing here?
Fucking chicken shit.
But after his funeral, Sam is still hanging around. He tries to connect with Molly. He gets upset because he can't communicate with her. She's all depressed. And one night, Carl comes by to help her out, and they go for a walk. And after they leave, Willie shows back up, searches Molly's apartment. She gets back from the walk. Sam scares their cat into attacking Willie, and he chases him, follows him back to Brooklyn, finds out his name, and yada, yada, yada.
This is what is interesting to me. Willie doesn't necessarily seem like the thug for hire. Like, he's only supposed to take the wallet. He accidentally shoots Sam. And now he's in the apartment. He's just supposed to find the card or Sam's wallet. And he's starting to become a Schraper really fast. Like, for the rest of this movie, his sights are set on, like, getting down with Demi.
Yep.
And in a very non-consensual, like, he's going to take it. So maybe don't hire these guys. Just do your own dirty business, Carl. I don't know. There's just something weird about Willie. I don't like him.
Here's
I'm not a fan of Willie. His morals seem very flexible depending on the situation.
We need to deport Willie. So
Clearly Venezuelan.
Listen, you put that Boston jersey on, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't like Willie at all. So
there's something about him I don't know. It's like, it's his skin. It's a little. But come on, guy.
Here's the problem that I have with this.
Mm-hmm.
You're best friends with Sam and Molly, for that matter. Like, you're like in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
You have a key to their apartment. I don't know. Take your time. Try to, like, find where he hides his shit. And by the way, at the beginning of this motherfucking movie, he gave you his little notebook, or you saw his little notebook full of things. Just write it down. Just, like, take a glance, write the shit down, whatever the fuck. There are plenty of opportunities for Carl to find this little booklet. That you don't have to go to the projects to hire some fucking dude, some random dude. And if you're going to get $4 million, I don't know, hire like a professional. This guy is obviously not a professional.
This guy's a fucking disaster case.
Yes.
And like, as far as the hiring of people to retrieve stuff for you, he's bottom barrel for sure. And Carl, I don't trust Carl at this point in the movie. There's something fishy going on.
There's something strange about Carl.
Yeah, I'm not into it. At first, I thought he was just trying to bang out his dead best friend's girlfriend.
That's what I thought too. And like, listen, Sam knows none of this right now. Like, Sam's still like, let's go, Carl. If I'm dead and I'm a ghost and I see Carl coming over to my fucking place and standing as close and talking to my girl as much as he is, I'm like, yo, you trying to bang my girl? Like, I don't know anything about the money. Like, that hasn't come out yet. But you definitely look like you want to bang my girl. Like, can I be dead? Can you let the body get cold before you start stepping in? Okay.
The second your shirt comes off because you spilled coffee, we got beef, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Jesus. I can't believe I did that.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
But this is where Sam meets Oda Mae. So he leaves Willie's place. He sees Oda Mae's psychic storefront. He goes in. She's obviously a fraud, as we see, but Sam realizes that Oda Mae can actually hear him. So he convinces her to tell Molly that she's in danger because Willie still has his wallet with their address. So Oda Mae calls Molly And Molly's like, who the fuck are you? Whatever. And hangs up on her.
Rightfully so. This is my biggest problem with Sam and Oda Mae's relationship is they don't have a plan.
No, they're flying by the seat of their pants.
They're essentially the Republican Congress right now. Like, they're just like fucking read and react. And if you're lucky, it's read and react. Normally, it's just read. Like, they are doing nothing. It's insane.
Now,
hi, my name's Oda Mae Brown. I'm a spiritual advisor. I got a message from Sam. On what planet did you think that would work? In all honesty. Because that's fucking, that is insane.
Yeah.
Insane. I don't care if you died tomorrow and they're like, hey, my name's Oda Mae Brown. I'm a spiritual advisor. Armando wants to still do a recording fucking Sunday at 10 a.m. for Rambo First Blood Part 2. I'd be like, bitch, you are lying. Show me the edited show, and then I'll know it's really Armando.
Listen, if I'm dead, I'm not editing in the spirit world. Okay, that shit is over, dog. Like,
no,
sorry,
you're totally in purgatory or hell at that point.
Yes, like that. That is literally my sentence for the rest of eternity. Is just editing the same show over and over again.
Yep. The day I wake up married next to my first wife, that's how I know I'm in hell.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God.
But Molly, Sam here becomes a complete nuisance until Oda Mae goes to Molly's place. Molly finally comes out. They talk. Molly doesn't believe her until she says ditto. Ditto is what made you believe? She's talking about the sweater you knitted, shit you said to each other. You said it to the cops. Yeah, your underwear. Ditto. Ditto did it.
Sam would never say I love you. Ditto? What the hell does ditto mean? Oh my God, it's Sam. Bitch, she read you like your fucking tax report last year.
And my favorite is when she goes to the cops later. They're like, well, she could have just dug through the trash and found that stuff out. The shit about the underwear and the fucking...
I'm wearing the green underwear. I didn't throw them out.
Yeah.
I'm wearing them right now.
But she said ditto.
And these cops are terrible people.
Yeah.
Terrible people. She's like explaining all this and they're like... You want us to investigate your murdered boyfriend? I have better things to do with my time.
Excuse me. I got more important things to do.
Well, okay. And with that said, because you're right, because that bitch actually says, I have better things to do than to listen to this bullshit. With that said, don't do that.
Don't do that, it's not good for you.
Hi, people. So, you got some information about a murder from a ghost. Don't tell the cops you got the info from your dead boyfriend. Just go to the cops and go, hey, I had somebody call me and give me some information on this Willie Lopez guy, on the blah blah bloops, and this is his address, and you guys need to check it out. It was a random call. I don't know who it was from. Can you please check this out? The cops will be more likely to check that out versus you going in and going, hey, this psychic came to my house and said she's talking to my dead boyfriend. Don't do that. How many movies do we got to see where that happens? Where you're either you're talking to the ghost or the whatever right then and there, or a psychic is telling you, and the cops always go, whoa, hold your horses, pal. I got better things to do.
Yeah, I don't know why the protagonist in every movie also has to be honest to a fault.
Yes.
That doesn't make you a good or bad person. Your role here is to get fucking Willie Lopez off of the streets.
Yes.
The appropriate story was, I was walking down, or I went down to see this spiritual advisor because I was so fucking lost. Oda Mae says, oh my God, this guy lives in my neighborhood. She literally says that out loud when they're discussing the address. I was going down to see the spiritual advisor. I was lost. I was just wandering around. I saw her sign in the window. I got out of my car, and holy shit, walking across the street was the guy that killed us. I followed him, as stupid as that is. He lives here. His name is Willie Lopez. Please investigate him.
Yep.
Done. It's a believable story.
Yep. You can make things up. It's okay.
Yes, it's legal. It's not illegal to let you like, I can't fill out a false police report. I could get arrested. Nobody's going to fucking check on the ghost part of this.
You're the only one that knows.
You walked in there acting like everyone knows ghost exists.
Yep.
Like, they're like, oh, that's funny. My fucking dead neighbor told me his fucking dog is the one that ate the canary. I don't know.
A little decorum from the police officers would have been nice. Like, you don't have to say I got better things to do.
She's clearly suffering.
Yeah, but however, when the lady cop is like, and she's like, oh, so there's just ghosts everywhere, I should watch out while I'm changing. That would kind of be my reaction to the lady cop. Like, my ghost boy, a spooky ghost told me.
Yep.
I did like that reaction. The whole, like, I got better things to do, bitch. That shit, I was like, ooh, reel that one in. You took that one a little too far.
Yeah, and here was my biggest question. So the guy leaves. He comes back with Oda Mae's file and police report. I understand what he's doing, and like, he's actually doing a good thing here.
Yeah.
He's being a little bit of a Fox News dad, but he's doing the right thing with it. But you're telling me, in all honesty, Willie Lopez doesn't have a record?
So
there's no way. There's no way.
If you notice, I thought about that too. I'm like, this guy's got a record.
Yeah.
Right. But if you notice, when Sam goes to his apartment and he sees Willie Lopez, Willie is on the thing. Lopez is like a sticker on top.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, did he have another last name? He just put Lopez on the thing.
He's dropping an alias.
So that's kind of how I took it. But this time around, because I asked the same question years ago when I saw it, I was like, this guy's name's Willie Lopez. He's got a record. This is obviously not his first, like, mugging or whatever. Like, he's done this shit before. That's why fucking Carl hired him.
Right.
So I would assume he had a record, but neither here nor there. This time around, I saw the little tape or the whatever the fuck it was with the Lopez on it. I'm like, oh, it's probably his alias.
Wouldn't that be funny if his last name was really Gonzalez and he's like, dude, I'm going to get deported. I got to change my name on the call sheet. And he just switched it to Lopez.
But we have Sam here. He follows Carl. Carl goes to Willie's place because, you know, he's talking to Molly, and Molly, you're crazy. Sam's not talking to you, yada, yada. But let me go check out Willie's place. So Sam follows him. He realizes that Carl's in cahoots with Willie, and this whole money laundering situation is all on Carl. And he hired Willie to mug them.
And Willie says here, I'm surprised to see you here. How did you find each other? Honestly, how did you fucking the hood rats do not go down to Wall Street, and the Wall Street boys don't go to the hood unless they're buying coke, and they don't need to buy coke down there. They buy it in Manhattan. So what is this?
Yep.
How did you meet on Facebook? Like, fucking hire a hitman? The fucking TikTok shop?
TikTok shop.
Like, how did you meet? It's wild.
Like, I was trying to get this this chest machine, and then all of a sudden, this guy was like, "Yeah, I'll mug your friend." Like, that's cool.
I thought I was getting golf clubs at cost, and all of a sudden, I'm hiring Willie Lopez to mug Sam. I have no idea what happened.
No, I'm telling you. Okay, now that you brought that up, this is exactly how it happened. Remember back in the day when you'd go to the gas station and a van would pull up, and they'd be like, "Hey, I got these speakers in the back, and the person canceled on me, and I can't go back to the fucking warehouse with the speakers. Do you want them at cost?" Willie was doing the fucking speaker scam, and Carl was like, "No, but will you mug my best friend?"
Right. I don't need a woofer in my Ferrari. However,
but afterwards, Sam sees Carl try to get with Molly. He knocks the photo off the table. He goes to search out a ghost on the subway to teach him how to move objects, and Carl finally gets Sam's access codes here. And he gets Sam's access codes by what I said earlier. He just goes into his closet because he has the key to his house and Molly knows him. And he's like, oh, here's the Reebok thing. Funny enough, here's his little booklet of shit. Fucking cool. So he gets his access codes for the $4 million.
I appreciate his ego here too originally, because he's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to seduce Molly and I'm going to bang it out so hard, she's just going to pass out. And I can just rummage through everything I want and take it in my own sweet time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wild ego behavior.
I mean, did you see that dude's jawline? Dude's like, he's like, you wouldn't fuck this? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
Look, he was dope if you weren't fucking Patrick Swayze before. You know what I mean? Like, if you're fucking me before and Tony Goldwyn shows up, you're like, fucking jackpot. No.
Absolutely.
Demi Moore is not downgrading after the Swayze. It's not happening.
That's a fair point. Listen, I don't think Demi Moore's banging anybody after the Schweiz. Where do you go from there?
Fucking Whoopi Goldberg. Completely different set of circumstances.
Yes. But Carl finally gets Sam's access codes. Sam sees this and convinces Oda Mae to stop Carl's plan by impersonating the owner of Carl's fake account and withdraw the full $4 million and then donate it to some nuns raising money for a homeless shelter. I got a couple of problems here. We talked about this a little bit on the Patreon side. 2 issues. One, for a drama, and we talked about comedy and a drama and whether it was good with this movie or not. This whole bank scene, from her with the chick upstairs to her with the dude and getting the $4 million cashier's check and all that, is beyond ridiculous. I think that went a little too far on like the comedic side, but I'm still okay with it. What I'm not okay with is you taking the cashier's check and giving it to the fucking nuns just because they're going to find you. They're going to find you anyway.
Yeah. That's kind of the way that works. Yeah. It just didn't work for me. The whole thing, again, they have no way to communicate with each other. They're acting like assholes. Nobody in their right mind in any bank in the world is seeing somebody walk into the bank, talk to themselves, sign the wrong name on the slip, and then still conduct business like there is no problem whatsoever.
I need another one. I signed the wrong name.
That is not happening unless their name is like Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Then it's like, oh, he's preparing for a role. He's just a little fucking wackadoo.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the only way that happens, is if you are a well-known artist who is known to be eccentric. This is not happening. If Whoopi Goldberg walks into that bank acting like she does, and even doesn't sign the wrong name, but pulls a view and farts, they're kicking her out of the bank and calling the cops.
Yes,
100%.
%.
It's not happening.
100%.
And how Sam didn't tell her the plan
beforehand?
Yes. I don't... Yeah. Like, this is the whole fucking theme of this movie, is just running your goddamn head into a wall and not even formulating an idea.
Zero plan.
Yeah.
It would have been nice. And that's why I think this is a little over the top, the bank scene, because to your point, there was no plan. He's just like, we're going to the bank, put on your Sunday best.
I have a plan and it will work.
Sit her down in her apartment. Have her write it down. This is your name. You're Rita Miller. This is the amount of money that's in the account. So she's not taken by surprise, as comedic as that scene is. So she's not taken by surprise when the guy goes, here's a cashier's check for $4 million fucking dollars.
$4 million?
Get out of my bank. Not
Yep.
Rita Wilson or whatever the fuck your name is.
No, that's the whole scene is ridiculous. But-
I wasn't a fan of it. I know what they were going for, but honestly, Sam came off more like an ass.
This
than
is
anything
all
else in
Sam's
this.
fault. This
No,
is
Sam-
all Sam's fault.
Sam comes off like a dick. He's
Yes.
rude. He's inconsiderate. And then,
Absolutely.
like, to not even consider the fact Oda Mae lives in the fucking ghetto running scams on people trying to connect with their dead loved ones.
Yep.
Throw this chick some money.
Mm-hmm.
She's not helping you because she's a good Christian woman. You forced her by singing Henry VIII over and over and over again, which, by the way, is how the same way you fucking negged Demi Moore into even going out with you in the first place.
I don't know this guy's Sam, but let me tell you what he did to me. He kept me up all night singing, I'm Henry VIII, I am.
That's how he got me to go out with him.
You're kind of a dick.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. Sam Wheat to everyone is kind of a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're shoving.
Just
This is a good luck penny. Take it, you stupid bitch.
Well, again, just how about 2 checks? One for 2 mil, one for 2 mil. Oda, this is your 2 mil. Give the 2 mil to charity, whatever. Like, I know the whole thing is like, hey, give them the full check because then the people won't know. He's been in the conversations with Molly and Carl. He knows that Carl knows Oda Mae's name. And he keeps leaning into it. And he's fucking with Carl now. And he's putting his name in Carl's computer. And he's pushing chairs around. If you don't want them to find Oda Mae, then don't let Carl know that you can hear and see him and yada yada and all this bullshit. Lay back in the cut. Give Oda Mae her goddamn money for helping you. And let's call this a fucking day. And how about this? How about 2 mil goes to Oda Mae, 2 mil goes to your girlfriend? Fucking done and done. What are we talking about here? Nuns? We're going to nuns?
Especially when you consider, too, the fact that, like, they're going to find you. You got to get rid of the money. No, the money ensures I can get further away.
Yep.
Like you said, they already know my name. If I'm like, well, I'm sorry, guys, I gave away the money, they're going to kill me anyway. So give me money so I can get the fuck out of town, or at least get my family the fuck out of town. I don't want to have to worry about this.
I just had a thought.
Oh, God.
Is this why Whoopi Goldberg joined the nunnery in Sister Act? Was she trying to get the $4 million back?
No, she's trying to escape the guys that wanted the $4 million. That's amazing. That what a fucking plot line.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Now Ghost is part of that world.
Part of the whole universe.
You're welcome. You're welcome, people.
The multiverse saga nobody asked for.
But Carl finds out here there's no money in the account. Sam fucks with him. He goes to Molly to see what Sam said to her. She tells him she saw Oda Mae at the bank, and now Carl is a believer. And because Sam keeps fucking with him, so he threatens to kill Molly if the money isn't returned. So Sam goes to Oda Mae's, warns her that Carl and Willie are coming for her. When they get there, Sam goes full ghost rage on Willie in Oda Mae's apartment, chases him into the street. He gets hit by a truck and dies. And Willie gets taken by the spooky ghosts to hell or purgatory or wherever the fuck they take him.
Shadow people don't belong in this country.
We need to deport them to purgatory where they should be.
It's like the sun comes out and I'm like, oh my God, that's a spooky ghost, but it's a shadow.
No, that wasn't me. That was a spooky ghost.
We got to address the shadow people. I know there was a lot of special effects in this, right? You know, with Sam doing his Cuba Gooding Jr. and punching through people and walking through shit and yada yada. And it's fine for the 90s. You gotta. Whenever I watch these movies, I'm always like, well, this is when it was filmed. They didn't have all the computer generated shit that we have now. So I kind of write that off. I'm not like, that's bad. But like this whole ghost carrying me to hell thing, again, talking about like things that didn't fit in the movie. This was more like something that would have come out in like a superhero movie in 1990 versus in a drama. Mm-hmm. Like it had that kind of feel to it. So it didn't line up with what the rest of this movie was. So it was just funny to me this time around.
Yeah, I remember them at first, like the sound, like all that. When I first saw this as a kid, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
it's inconsequential now. Like they've done so many different things with getting taken to hell.
Yeah,
that it's just like, whatever, dude. Fucking drag me to hell, Constantine, and I'll watch 700 other movies that do it better. But
yeah,
that's not why this movie's here.
Oh, no, not at all.
It's here so Demi Moore can have a lesbian experience with Whoopi Goldberg.
Absolutely. And we're getting to that. So Sam and Oda Mae.
Talk about a sex tape I don't want to watch. We found one.
Finally, we found one.
One.
Corey watched Two Girls, One Cup like 17 times. He will not watch this one. But Oda Mae, Sam and Oda Mae then go to Molly's apartment, convince her to let Oda Mae in after he lifts the penny up the door, gives it to Molly for luck. Molly then calls the police, and Oda Mae allows Sam to possess her so Molly and Sam can have one final dance together. As you do. Carl then here gets to the apartment. Sam is weak from the possession, and Oda Mae and Molly run away. Yep. Carl finally catches Oda Mae as they're trying to climb out of the building or whatever. And Molly tries to help, but she's tossed aside by Carl. And just then, Sam regains his full ghost powers and comes to the rescue. Carl takes Molly hostage, but Sam attacks him. And finally, Carl runs away. He gets put through the window, or he tries to get out the window. The window breaks with the little thing and kills Carl, and then Carl gets dragged off to hell as well by the spooky ghosts.
And Sam here, again, like, he's such a dick to Oda Mae, but, like, Willie dies, and he's like, "You're dead, Willie." That's it. Carl dies, and he's like, "Oh, Carl. Dang it." Like, dude, why aren't you fucking with these guys now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be wholesale like, ah! Look at your dumb ass with a big old pane of glass sticking out your stomach, dummy. Your stupid ass. I go like pick up his body with my ghost powers. I'm like, "Man, look at me, I'm Carl. I got a pane of glass in my tummy." Like, I'd be fucking with him nonstop.
I'd be like, that jawline is fucking sharp as fuck. Doesn't do you much good when you're dead, bitch.
Right. "Hey, Willie, how'd that fucking dust taste? Stupid motherfucker. That's what you get for shooting people, dummy." Yeah, dude, I'd be fucking with people nonstop. I'm definitely not going to heaven. I'm staying on Earth, and I'm getting wild with it.
Oh no, you're definitely not going. You're the guy in the subway. Oh. Get off my train! Like, you're the angry ghost that's just like trapped there for fucking ever, and you're literally just fucking with all the people on the subway.
Stay out! This is mine!
100%.
But
100%.
We get the end of this movie where Sam goes to Oda Mae and Molly to make sure they're all right. Molly realizes that she can hear him, and just then the light from the heavens begins to shine. She can see Sam as well. His mission's finally over, and after he kisses her, he goes to heaven because, I mean, at the end of the day, he's the fucking Swayze. Of course he goes to heaven.
Of course he's going to heaven. And
God was like,
going to heaven.
God was like, we need that up here. We need the Schweiz to sit. He's like, Jesus, step aside. The Schweiz is sitting at my right hand. And that's how we're doing this moving forward.
Some undesirable snuck into heaven and they needed Dalton to come and bounce that motherfucker.
Absolutely. He's just snatching throats in heaven.
Sending him right back there. Get the fuck out of here, pal. He's not having any of that nonsense. No, and the worst effect of the movie to me was their kiss. Because there is no kiss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like when your grandmother tried to kiss you and you were just like as a teenager, like you inverted your lips. That's what his lips did. She's like,
yeah.
And you're like, no. That's where he went. So, yeah, I mean, look, I thought this movie genuinely, like I considered it to be hokey, like Titanic, and I actually found it to be better. Of like one of these kind of romance drama kind of things. I know Titanic was bigger and more effects driven, so blah blah blah. But I actually liked this. I was surprised. There are some massive '90s flaws with it, but also as the more '90s movies we do, dude, the writing was shit. In every fucking '90s movies, logic just disappeared.
Yeah, no, 100%. Again, and I chalk this up to a lot of the 90s movies that we watch where I'm like, oh, does it nowadays there's some corny pieces in it, right? Some pieces that don't quite fit. And again, to your point, I chalk that up to the writing versus almost anything else. Yeah. Like again, not to harp on it, but the fucking bank scene it totally takes you out of the fucking movie and like the whole point of everything. But regardless, dude, it's still a good movie. Yeah. You still have the Schweiz, you still have Demi, you still have Whoopi in this movie. All three of them are fucking great.
Even, dude, Tony Goldwyn's great. Willie Lopez is good. Like everybody did their job 100%, and they all look fantastic. Demi looks like a fucking 12-year-old orphan boy with a haircut, and she is a smoke show.
Yes.
Smoke show. Fucking the Swayze is always a smoke show. Tony Goldwyn looked like your brother, dude. He looked like a god. It was insane. Whoopi Goldberg, I thought her Oscar was well deserved. I really do. Like she didn't overact. She read the words that were in the script.
Yeah. No, there
was no over. Like she played the shit out of that role. Yeah, it was really good.
She knew the assignment and committed to it.
Yep. Yeah, we've talked about that before with like Sister Act and stuff. Like people forget what Whoopi used to be. Whoopi was a bad motherfucker back in the day, boy.
Absolutely.
So yeah, dude, like, do I like the movie? Yes. Will I watch it again when I'm not paid to do so? Probably not.
Same. Again, if back in 1990, it comes out, you go to the theater, I'll spend 2 hours. I've never seen it before. Fine. I mean, it's a little over 2 hours. It's a little long in the tooth in 2025 after having seen it 2 or 3 times in my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to your point, will I watch it again? Probably not. But I still like it.
When it comes to romance movies, this is how I grade them. Just to give everybody an inside track. There are 3 movies, romance-wise, you got to be able to top if I'm going to actually want to turn you on. That is The Notebook, Natural Born Killers, and True Romance. You beat those 3 love stories, I'll turn you on whenever I want. But if you can't, I ain't got time for it. I'll just turn one of those 3 movies on.
That's fair. I like that. I think we'll end it there.
There you go.
What do you say? All right. If you got nothing, I got nothing else for this one. For Armando and Corey, this is Kiss the Reviews.
You are Armando.
I know. I don't know why I referred to myself in the third person, but that's who I am. Armando says that we're out. Okay. This is Kiss the Reviews.
I'm not the
And this-
ghost on the subway.
Beep boop. Other way. Beep boop. This was 1990s Ghost with the Schfaze.